You want to know why people arguing about this, bro?
Why?
So, all right, I had an epiphany a little while ago, right? So, follow me because this about to go deep.
So there's a lot going on in hip hop that I really want to get your thoughts on.
Mhm.
The reason why I wanted to get your thoughts on this specifically is because you're highly intellectual, and I think most people are approaching these topics from a more salacious standpoint versus
Yeah.
a academic kind of point of view. You know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
Lupe Fiasco has been making a lot of headlines talking about how battle rappers are the best rappers. He said technical bar writing is the foundation of lyricism. So things like punchlines, setups, wordplay, similes, metaphors, battle style writing is what triumphs everything. Like, do you agree that that's the foundation of lyricism?
To me, g- I break the statement down into pieces. The first part of the statement that battle rappers are the best rappers when it comes to like lyricism,
Yeah.
I 100% agree. Because as a recording artist, I still have to find a way to make it catchy. I still have to find a way to format it in a way where you could sing along, da 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 da. Like you know what I'm saying? So my focus is several things. If I'm writing a record, I'm thinking about my vocal tone. I'm thinking about my cadence. I'm thinking about what I'm trying, the point I'm trying to get across. I'm staying in the, I'm staying
You're in a
on
different
top.
pocket.
Yeah, you in a whole different pocket. Battle rappers get to 100% focus on what they're saying, and that's it. They're not restrained by and confined by a beat or music, so they can put 100% of their energy. They could flip cadences and flip, have like double entendres and metaphors within. So that first part of the statement, I do believe that's true. I do think the best lyricists, period, like are battle rappers. Yes. So I do think that yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as I think about it, absolutely. I had a conversation with Daylight one time, which y'all should go check it out. Me and Daylight got a song. It's by Every Day. It's on my joint Food for the Soul. Dang, I did a song with more battle rappers. Me and A-Verb got a song on my project SOS2. Feel like I did something else with me and Hollow the Dom. We was gonna do something. Anyway. But yes, battle rappers are the best lyricists, 100%. Now, what was the rest of the statement?
He said technical bar writing is the foundation of lyricism. So like punchlines, setups, wordplay, similes, metaphors, that's like, the number one things.
I would agree with that too. I would agree
Okay.
with that too. Yeah.
So then this transformed into the whole analysis that got a lot of people upset. That was, he said, basically, there are hundreds of rappers that are technically
Uh-huh.
more lyrical than Kendrick.
Uh-huh.
So that's what got the internet into an uproar. But fans were arguing that storytelling, character creation, themes, emotional writing, perspective, song structure, and albums are, you know, factor into lyricism as well. Do you think those things factor into lyricism, or that's more of like artist?
They factor into it, but I think Lupe's statement was like he said that the foundation though, right?
Right.
Was right. So there's a foundation is here. All those other things are on top of that. You feel me? Those are layers on top of the foundation. So yeah, those things play a part. But Lupe's statement of saying that, you know, that what the bars and the intricacies of the punchlines and all that, that's the foundation of it. I 100% agree with that. And I think that those other things do play a part in it. And but I do also agree with Lupe saying that the foundation is I don't want to misquote him. What he said was the foundation.
The foundation was the like the punchlines, the metaphors, and the
Hmm.
similes, those type of things. The
Yeah,
technical,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yes, I think yes, that's the foundation, and everything else you said were layers on top of the foundation that contribute to.
Right. So then when he got to talking, he said that like when you analyze somebody like Nas on a lyricism standpoint, he wouldn't rank high as someone like Chino XL that really focused on punchlines. and that was really about like the technical aspect. But like Nas is just like so revered in hip hop, so a lot of people got offended because we talking more like bodies of work, and but he was saying like more like when you strip away the beat and you're just talking like just the lyrics, like the acapella and everything.
You want to know why people arguing about this, bro?
Why?
So, all right, I had an epiphany a little while ago, right? So, follow me, because this shit about to go deep. I had a thought one day, and I said, yo, we all got taste buds on our tongues, right? Right? But, okay, let's say somebody had a magnifying glass to my tongue and a magnifying glass to your tongue. There's going to be certain taste buds on your tongue that are smaller on your tongue and on the area where some are bigger on mine, right? And then there's going to be some that are bigger on my tongue where on your tongue is smaller. So this means we're literally tasting things differently because you have certain taste buds that are triggered by sour, certain that are triggered by salty, certain, right? So that means me and you can eat the same pizza and we're literally tasting it differently. So when you say it's nasty and I say it's good, you're not wrong because the way your tongue is structured, it's literally tasting the pizza differently than I'm tasting it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's not just specified to taste buds and how we taste things. That's how we hear things too. We all are humans receiving things from a different perspective. You might like a song because it reminds you of something your mom used to play when you was a kid. You might dislike a song for that, like because that sound happened when I was in 6th grade or whatever, and now I don't like it. So we're literally hearing songs differently. That's why I think it's genius whoever came up with like social media, because you can get people to disagree all day because they understand perspective. They understand that little tongue theory I just told you. Whereas like me and you could listen to the same song, but you're listening to it and the first thing you might hear is the beat. I listen to it, the first thing I might hear is the lyrics, or there might be a hi-hat in the beat that annoys me. And you're listening to the kick drum and you're not even paying attention to that hi-hat. So you understand we're literally listening to the same song differently. So now it can keep people arguing for years. It can keep talking about is Nas this, is Lupe that. Well, everybody's gonna disagree, right? Because you got groups of people who hear music a certain way where Lupe Fiasco fits their taste palette. You know, as far as what their ears are hearing. Certain people, Kendrick Lamar fits their taste palette of what they want to listen to. And everybody's arguing because they're not understanding that individually we're all so different that just like the tongue and the taste buds, our ears are different too. Our brains are different too. The things like there might be a side of somebody's brain that's more creative. So they're drawn to a Kendrick Lamar. But then there's people whose brains more are focused on like the musician side of it. It's so many different ways to break down music and to just break these things down and say 1 + 1 = 2. You're wrong if you agree with Lupe, and you're wrong if you agree with Kendrick, and you're wrong if you agree. It's like that's ridiculous, and it's gonna keep us all arguing forever on social media. Those people are genius. They getting paid because they understand all of these people are hearing these songs, this art differently. So they're gonna argue forever because they haven't figured it out yet that they're all literally hearing the same music differently.
This is why I love interviewing you, man. You always bring a different perspective that other people do not think about. This is what I'm talking. Yo, let me get a cheer for that, man. Come on, man. Yo. No, I'm being serious. Man. I'm being serious, man. Because for real though, like it's people get so offended over it, right? But like I really like the way that you broke it down. And especially because like we're all raised differently, trained differently, programmed differently, right? And people value different things in music. Some people love substance. They focus on, they really value on like Tupac's message and his music, yada, yada. Some people value the flow. They like Biggie's flow or, you know, those type of things. It's everyone is gonna, and that's why when you have these lists, these top 50 lists and whatever, or top 10 best rappers of all time, people are always gonna argue because nobody's metrics is the same.
Oh, And then whoever's covered up with these things is gonna continue to get paid, continue to get engagements, continue because they know that we gonna argue about the shit because we literally are perceiving the same thing just differently.
So Mickey Fax, he said punchlines are important, but argued allegory, personification, narrative, symbolism, literary devices, and composition are also important. Do you agree with that?
Yes, and shouts to my dog Mickey Fax. He's on one of the number albums. I think he on number 2. I think we got a joy. It's called "Faux Life for Real." So make sure
That's
y'all check it out.
dope,
Shouts
man.
to Mickey Fax. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I absolutely agree. Very intelligent. Excuse me, very intelligent dude, like all around. And when it comes to hip hop, dude is genius level with how he breaks things down.
So do you think these conversations are good for the culture? Or do you think it's just about arguing?
Um, See, is then here. Let's check this out, right? You got some people who just want to argue. You got some people who actually want to take the like you and I. I feel like if we traded perspectives about certain things, we're actually going to listen to each other to learn and gather information. But it is some people out there who just want to argue, who feel like they right, they stuck in their opinion, they feel how they feel. So I think that just like everything else with human beings, I think that these conversations so to answer the question, yes or no, I think they good, man. Because if nothing else, if you're an intelligent person, you can see how ignorant some motherfuckers are, like with not being able to just peacefully have a conversation. And you like, you know what? If you argue with me this hard about Lupe and Kendrick Lamar, I don't even need to start talking to you about deeper shit because we not, you know, I don't even need to go there with you, bro. So, and then you got people, and I think it's fun. I think if you treat hip hop like any other sport, I just think people get too personal and get too, like I say, on some tribal shit and not F you and fuck you and you're retarded and calling people names and stuff. No disrespect to retarded people. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is just giving an example of how sometimes people get mean spirited over an opinion. Treat it like your favorite sport team or something. Some people like Drake, some people like Kendrick, some people like me, some people like Lupe, some people like Royce, some people like Biggie, some people like Pop. It's like everybody got their favorite team, that person that resonated with them, whose art is they'll live by it and die by it. And that's cool. And if y'all sit down and have dialogue, maybe you like the other day, man. I was my niece, she's a junior in high school now, and she wanted to start working out. And I told her, I gave her my phone and I was like, you the DJ. I was taking her home. And I don't understand her generation's music. All but I was like, niece, I was like, put me up on some shit. You feel me? I gave her my phone and she started playing some music. And you know what? I didn't like everything she played, but I found a couple that I did like, but also out of me watching her vibe to it, I understood why they like it. I learned in that moment. You dig what I'm saying? I wasn't so shut off, turn that garbage off, turn that. It was like I'm kind of looking at her through the side of my eye while I'm driving, like how she vibing to it and what she's connecting to about the music. And I'm like, okay, I get it. So I do think that if people could have healthy discussions about these things, I think it's a beautiful thing. I just think it's stupid when people start getting hurtful and harmful with it, because it ain't it's just music, man. So I think if we treated it like sports, man, well, some people get crazy over sports. But if
Yeah,
we
you
just
done seen the Knicks jump that guy in the Spurs jersey, okay?
hey,
Come
yeah.
on.
Hey, yeah, no, that was crazy. New York was wilding. Love the New York. They was wilding, man.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I did not want the Knicks to win because I was like, yo, they gonna not let this down for 100 years that they
Oh
won this
yeah.
damn championship.
Oh man, what? What we gonna hear about it for the rest of forever, man. But God bless them, man, because the Knicks, they said it was like what 53, it was like what, like 53 years or something like that.
Right. I
Since the
was
last
happy for them in the end, but it was just so funny. I was making fun of my friends because I was like, yo, y'all have not let this down since you've been in the playoffs. I cannot imagine if you win the championship, what you gonna say? Like, I'm like,
hey.
oh man. But they did that boy in the Spurs jersey bad, man. I was like, yo,
Dirty.
how could you do
You
that?
talking about the dude that they had to like escort out of the stadium, the arena? Like, cause
No,
it was
he
a
was
couple
walking on the
crazy situations
street and they
on the
started
street.
chasing him.
Oh, see, I ain't see that. I seen it was a dude that was in. the Madison Square Garden with a Spurs jersey on, and he had to get escorted out. It was an angry mob of New
Oh
Yorkers
man.
like following him. I'm like, bruh, it's over sports. Like, what are we doing?
Right. No, but you're right. When it comes to these conversations, that's the way I approach it. I just look at it like barbershop talk, like I'm just
Yeah.
having fun, uh, just having a conversation. It's not that serious. But what I hate about social media is because people are like, how could you think that? You an idiot. And then it goes into name calling. Then it goes, I'll pull up. And it's like, so you gonna kill somebody or really physically harm somebody over their opinion about who the best rapper is? You know these rappers don't give a fuck about you, right? Like they're not happy that you killing this dude, and you gonna get some brownie points off of that.
See, you know what? You just said, see, that was a perfect segue for me to share something else that happened to me recently, man. During my like downtime when I couldn't do nothing but just lay in the bed. Thought to my, this is gonna sound crazy, dog, but I just breaking news right here on Panda Shop, dog.
Woo.
I don't love music. I don't love hip hop. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by this, okay? Because for the longest time I used to think love music. I love hip hop. Follow me on this. Hope this is as good as the tongue shit. I hope I can bring it. I hope I can bring it around like I did there. Because you said somebody was down to kill you over something stupid, like a comment or something. All right. So think about it like this. This is when I realized I didn't love music and I don't love hip hop. There's a quote in the Bible that said, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, right? Speaking of Jesus dying for our sins. God so loved the world that the only son God had, he allowed it to die because that's how much he loved the world. And then I thought to myself, I'm I'm not dying over music. You feel me? So it's like you feel I'm not like to me, I die for my mother. I die for my cousin. I die for my wife. I die. You feel me? I'm not dying over music. That's the metric to me. If God was so willing to let his son die because of that word love, that means the word love is extreme. So it's like that's not what I feel. I'm not dying over a record. I'm not dying over an opinion. I'm not dying over Jon Connor sucks. Or okay, great, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not dying over anything that's music related. I would die for another human. I think love should be reserved and those feelings should be reserved for other humans and whatever higher power you believe in. So going back to that, oh, I'll pull up over a comment. It's like, yeah, you have to check yourself when it comes to these like emotions. You should only be talking that way about things that you love. You should pull up over your mama. You should pull up over your sister. You should pull up on somebody over that. If it ain't that, then you first of all, you don't love it. And second of all, it ain't worth dying for. Love is the only should only be used if you worth killing or dying for something. And I don't think these people that's talking like that uh the fact that that's even a thing, bro, that we talking about, that I'll pull up on you because your opinion is different than mine. I just think people's perspective on things is in today's world is just so thrown off, and they've lost sight of things. And I think that killing and dying for something should only be reserved for the things that you love. And that's how I came to the realization that no, I don't love hip hop and I don't love music. I care about it. I'm passionate about it. I care enough about it to help people, but am I dying over a record? No. Am I, you know what I mean? So I think that just triggered the train of thought of like how people are getting so caught up in I'll pull up or I'll do something to you over an opinion. It's like, nah, it's not worth it, bro. If it ain't your family or someone close to you, then that's stupid.